Listening activity. Way back in the 1890s, actually a very massive snowstorm in Michigan caused the deaths of a lot of starlings. And it turns out that it was the small-bodied ones that died. And what were left were the large-bodied ones. And this was actually an evolutionary shift in body size in this bird from one extreme storm event. So biologists have been studying this a very long time. The difference with what's happening with anthropogenic climate change is the frequency of these events. So it's not that these events haven't always driven ecological systems. Of course they have. But if you get more frequent events, you can't get recovery in between. And so the coral reefs, I think, are the classic example that very high sea surface temperature events are causing bleaching. And what's ironic about corals, but it turns out this is true for a lot of other species, is they are living just below their thermal maximum. So the sea surface temperatures, you think they are hot adapted, and they are really not. They are actually adapted to temperatures a bit cooler than what they are experiencing. And so with a little bit of warming, a spike in sea surface temperature, you very quickly get bleaching. And so we know that that's a mechanism, and what we're seeing is an increase in bleaching events. The first one started being recorded in the 1970s. They are getting more and more frequent. And what we're seeing is wild species going extinct because of increases in the frequencies of these events. So there is a set of butterfly populations in the mountains getting back to the false springs, very light snowpack causing them to come out too early, flying in April instead of in June. At 8,000 feet, you shouldn't be flying in April. And they get zapped by perfectly normal snowstorms and freezes for April at 8,000 feet. So it's being out of sync with the habitat, causing the extinctions to what is a normal freeze event.